The NFL, truly a global game as we come to you from Frankfurt, Germany and Deutsche Bank Park. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 2 regular season games on German soil this year. Here we go with the Dolphins and the Chiefs. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And some room to work. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chiefs at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Well, he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the drive with Wilson. A solid stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down here about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down.
43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Mike Edwards picks it off, racing to the end zone. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. McKinnon going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey. 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run. Go ahead.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. There's the former Chief. Man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Tua now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week, so this is a group that's really looking to... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes throw on target to James. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Mahomes now on 1st down. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins take over
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Gaskin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And that's the way to find pay dirt, Patrick Mahomes. Hey, you remember some of the scrambles in the playoffs last year while he's playing on a bad wheel? Oftentimes he's maneuvering just to find a way to throw the football. But last season, 4 touchdowns on the ground, a career high, continuing to develop as a runner, and often finding the end zone these days.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter. Yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back.
and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Gaskin again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
A dump down to McKinnon. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
From his end zone, Wilson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, Dolphins 14. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Breaks a tackle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 34 yards. And the Chiefs extend their lead yet again.
Butker on for the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Chiefs 49, Dolphins 14.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And now here is another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. James has got it. Complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To a hit, and the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
63. Dolphins 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Tua now on 1st down. And this one too low. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes.
And now here's another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Yellow.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Pacheco headed right. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Once more, it's Pacheco. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion. reception and even 20 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. But it's caught on the right side at Snell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they take a knee.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Kansas City, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year.